Today we are building a professional inventory registration system using google.script. Okay, let's get started. First, let me show you the end result. Here, there is item name, quantity, and price. Okay, let me enter the item name. Let's say scanner here. Then quantity 56 and price 12,000. Just now click on this submit here. It says saving. Look here, product ID, name, quantity, and price. Data saved successfully. Let me add another one. Let's say printer here. Quantity 2 and price 50,000, 80,000. Okay, just click on submit. It says saving. Okay, good. Here, let me add the last one. Computer here. Okay, quantity. Let's say here. Okay, how to build such types of a system in google.script. Okay, this system can register products, generate automatic product IDs. Look here, there is a product ID, and save data into Google Sheets. Look here, and create a real-world inventory workflow. First, we create the HTML structure. Okay, let me show you the all of the codes here. You say open this one. Okay. Here there is a complete front-end codes here. Okay. First, we create the HTML structure. Base target tab here. Look, this one. This code helps the web app work correctly inside a google.script. Now we include external styles using a reusable component system. Look here. Here is what style here. Styles.html. This is a professional front-end architecture because we separate design from logic. Next, we create the page layout using Tailwind CSS. You have to generate it from the VS Code here. Look, this one is what? VS Code. Tailwind CSS here. Okay, here background select 500 means it adds background color. Background color here. And edge screen means makes the layout full screen. Flex enables here there is flex here. Flex enables flexible positioning. This is create a modern dashboard interface. Now we build the inventory form. Go to the form part here. There is form ID, form class, form group. Now this form collects product name, quantity, and price. Product name, quantity, and price. Each input has its own IDs. So JavaScript can control it through the DOM. DOM means document object model. It allows JavaScript to communicate with HTML elements. Now we create the submit button. Look here. Here is what? Submit button here. When users click this button, the submit data functions executes. The submit data function executes. Now we move into the front-end logic. Look, let me here you have to open the script. Event.prevent defaults, prevent page refresh. This one. Here. Okay, this is important because professional application should not reload after every submissions. Next, we collect all form value into one object. What's that object? That is what? Data here. Data. Okay, this object contains name, quantity, and price. Name, quantity, and price. This makes the data clean, organized, and reusable. Now we display user interface feedback. The system shows saving. Look here. Here is what? Saving this here. This improves user experience because users immediately know the system is processing data. Now we use one of the most powerful features in google.script. Okay, let me go to the second one. What? Google script run. google.script.run allows front-end JavaScript to communicate directly with backend app scripts. This creates front-end to backend interaction. Browser JavaScript sends data to the app script server. The backend processes the data and stores it inside Google Sheets. Now we create a success handler. Look here, there is what? Success handler. This one with success handler. This runs only after backend finishes successfully. After saving, the form automatically resets. You can see, look here. Okay. Now let's move to the backend. Okay. Now let me show you about backend code. Let's start code.js here. This one. Here, doGet. There is what? doGet function. It is the entry points of the web application. When users open the web app URL, doGet executes automatically. It loads the HTML interface into the browser. Next, we use the AppScript template engine. The template, look here, there is what? Create template from file, then index. This loads the index file out dynamically. Now we create the reusable include function. You have to add include function here to add the styles or CSS function. Okay. The function imports external file like CSS, JavaScript, or reusable components. This is a scalable application architecture. Now we build automatic product ID generation. Okay, let me go into the another function. Generate product ID here. It is generate ID product function. Okay, here. This is how real inventory system uniquely identifies products. The system checks the last row in Google Sheets. If no product exists, the system starts from product 001 here. Look here. Next, the system reads the previous product ID. It removes the next product here. Okay, then it extracts only the number. After that, the number increases automatically. Finally, pad start. Look here. Last ID dot replace here. Here is what? Pad start. Adds loading zeros. This creates professional IDs like product 001, product 002, and product 00 up to 0050. Now we create the register product backend function. Okay, here there is register product functions. So this function receives data directly from the front-end. The front-end sends name, quantity, and price. The backend processes the data. Then the append row. Here there is append row function here. This function inserts the data into Google Sheets. This turns Google Sheets into a cloud database. Now the entire inventory system is what? Connected. Front-end, backend, database, and automation are all working together. This is the foundations of professional business system.